Welcome back to beautiful Stavanger in Norway. Seen some pictures of the old town here in the city in the southwest of Norway. And we're up bright and early at the SUI-SWE Arena for the women's competition of the Gruyère 2013 European Curling Championships. My name's Logan Gray and I'm joined by Kenny Edwards this morning. And this is our featured game between Switzerland and Sweden. And the teams are just making their final preparations before we get this party started this morning. So this is the fourth draw. Switzerland still undefeated on 3 wins and no losses. Sweden on 2-1 currently. Let's take a look at the teams. Switzerland returning to their usual lineup. Janine Greiner playing lead, Carmen Kuhn playing second, Carmen Schaefer playing third, and of course Miriam Ott skipping. Alina Patz the alternate. She's played a couple of games this week already. They seem to be running some sort of a rotation this week. Margareta Sigfridsson is the skip and lead for Sweden. Maria Wennerström plays second. Christina Bertrub plays third, and Maria Pritz plays the fourth stones for Sweden. Agnes Knockenair is the alternate, and Fredrik Hallström is the coach. Let's have a look at how they all stack up after draw 3. Scotland and Switzerland, the only undefeated teams left, closely followed by Denmark and Sweden. I'd say there are 6 teams with some work to do. Andreas Schopp in Germany after a poor start with 3 straight losses. And elsewhere on the ice here in the SUI-SWE Arena this morning, Czech Republic and Latvia, Germany and Italy, Denmark and Scotland, and Russia and Norway.
Games may now begin. Good luck and good curling.
So the players have been given the all clear by the umpire to get the games underway. Switzerland will be playing the red stones, Sweden will be playing the yellows, and Miriam Ott earned the last stone advantage in the first end for Switzerland with a perfect button draw. Here's Margareta Sigfridsson getting the game underway for Sweden. Kenny, no doubt we've got 2 of the best teams here this week. Think we're in for a good one this morning?
Yeah, I think so. Sweden, I've seen a little bit of them this week so far. Quite negative in the way that they call the game and only try and force the issue once they are a couple of shots down. But I think a team like Miriam Ott's Switzerland will try and go out there and win the game. They're quite aggressive, like a lot of stones flying around, trying to create something. So it'll be interesting to see how Sweden go about this. They didn't really call a perfect game yesterday. I'm sure Coach Hallström would have had a few harsh words for them.
Yeah, they were just a little bit out of sorts in that one, but they'll be looking back to bounce back with a victory for Miriam Ott.
For Switzerland. Familiar lead for Miriam Ott. Back in the side this morning.
Yeah, I think she played last night as well. They've just been mixing things up a little bit, trying out some new combinations. Here's Maria Wennerström throwing second stones for Sweden. I think a couple of the teams just taking this as an opportunity to give some of maybe the less experienced players just a chance to get a feel for an international event. I also feel that these players might well be going to the Olympics with the kind of usual lineups, and they want to try out some new lineups, and just in case the worst happens, somebody gets a little bit out of sorts on the big week, or heaven forbid somebody gets ill. Here's Carmen Kung, the 35-year-old for Switzerland. So we're getting a pretty defensive first end here. Sweden throwing it into the rings, and Switzerland content just to rattle some takeouts through.
Yeah, it's certainly the style of play Sweden like. See the advantage on Maria Hallström's wrist there. Do you think that's performance related, Logan?
I hope so, Kerry. There's no doubt that sweeping's one of Maria Wennerström's strengths, so we just need a little bit of extra support for that wrist.
Yeah, so not much going on here in the first end. Stina Bergsrud. Take out.
And we obviously, we would obviously prefer to see lots of stones and play right from the start, but is there any benefit in this kind of style for the two teams that are out there in the first end?
I think they just get the feel of the ice. I mean, both teams do get a practice of 10 minutes before the games get underway, so they really should know what the ice is doing. And what we've seen of Sweden this week, they try not to lose a game, rather than go out there and win it. And you can only get so far in a game by doing that. And I think that really is something that the Swedes need to work on.
Yeah, well, there's no doubt that they are one of the strongest teams when it comes to shot execution. But if you're playing a defensive game and you're making a lot of shots, it doesn't always convert into numbers on the board.
So there we see the rules of play. Minimum of 6 ends in the round robin. 73 minutes per team and 1 coach interaction. Someone that's come up for a bit of a debate, the coach interaction. 4 people out on the ice. So really, they should be able to come to some kind of decision. Why is it there?
Do you have some strong feelings on the matter, Kenny?
Yeah, certainly do. I honestly believe that there's 4 players on the ice. They should be able to come up with a decision between themselves. It's a lot easier sitting up here on the bench than it is down there on the ice.
I tend to agree, Kenny. At this level, the players can make a decision on their own. Whether it's the right one or not is kind of irrelevant, but if there is a place for it, it's maybe at the junior level when teams are learning, just to help keep things moving as well. But anyway, this is Maria Prutz throwing final stones for Sweden in a somewhat uneventful first end.
körde köl här.
Den var lite tajt också. Pussy.
Stani. Så.
Ja.
Stani.
So there you see Carmen Schaefer with the broom, just indicating where
Nice, Stani.
she would like Skip Mott to lay the stone. Looking at that one, probably looks about controlled takeout, nothing too up weight.
Always was a bit of a guide though, Kenny, the brush, especially for yourself.
Certainly, it's there or thereabouts, within a couple of feet either side.
Good.
And what we would say about the Swedish team is that they do have a game plan and they do stick to it. It's not always the most exciting to watch, but they play it well. It might be the best for everyone watching at home if Switzerland got off to an early lead in this game.
Yeah, I think that's where Sweden would struggle if Switzerland did get an early lead. Sweden wouldn't really know how to get back into it. I think that is a weakness in their game. So we'll see Mott just throw this one through. And first end will be blanked, so no score. Here in the fourth thaw of the Gruyère European Curling Championships 2013.
Machen wir die gut,
ja?
Ja?
Gut.
Let's go.
Jag med tvärg.
Ja. Ja.
Ungefär härifrån på träningsbanan, men alla jag spelar kanske lite mer. Om det är innan. Ja, yes.
No score in the first end, so Switzerland retain the last stone advantage. And again, Sweden seem content to throw one into the rings.
Kör då. Lite bättre. Bra. Bra. Oh my God.
And it looks like Mott's going to push the button here and try and generate some offense.
50.
Yeah, I like this call, Logan. That Swedish counter just not right up at top of the forefoot, so a good chance for Switzerland to try and get some corner guards in play.
Good turn.
Ganska nära. Ja, köla lite. Det är som bra fart. Kör vi framför. Bra, ganska bra linje. Nära. Hälsningen. Tror den kommer landa bra i linjen.
So Kenny, do you want some stats from London, Ontario? Jerry Gertz keeping me right as always with some interesting statistics from Curling Zone. So the message here says that dating back to 2011, Sigfridsson has won 6 of the 8 encounters against Miriam Ott. Miriam Ott's won 2 of the last 3, so obviously lost the first 5. And the last time we played each other was in the Women's Masters in Basel this year, when Ott beat Sigfridsson by 6 shots to 4. The only other game of note would be when they played against each other in the final of the Women's Worlds in 2012, and Miriam Ott defeated Sigfridsson, seem to remember, with an absolutely terrific shot by a scoreline of 7 shots to 6. So thanks again, Jerry. You're really looking after us here in Stavanger, and I hope you're enjoying the coverage in Canada.
Hur mycket curlar det här liksom? Ja. Det får vi se. Våga sätta fast den lite. Ja, vi curlar ganska mycket på träning.
An opportunity now to check in behind the corner themselves. I like them to go in behind the centre, and that's perfect.
Yeah, this is what the Swedish game's all about. So it's making good hidden rolls as soon as the opposition make a slight mistake. They're in there with a soft weight takeout and getting their stones in a good position. So Miriam Ott choosing to bail here early on. She won't like those 2 stones lined up on the centre line. I think Carmen's had a little bit of a fly at this one, but does leave another corner that could be useful later.
It wasn't too far away from that, Logan. Come on another inch, it would have been perfect.
Vilket som?
Lägger en center då. Jag vill fortsätta garda, tror jag. Det är som du säger, kommer man måste göra någonting.
Ja.
Tror du att 75 är bra nu, eller?
Ja. Ja, det tror jag. 75-80 kanske. Ja. Gott om plats! Nina! Hake! Nina! Hake! Hake! Nina!
Bra linje! Bra linje, Maria, va? Maria, va?
Ja, räcker. Räcker.
Inget för linje!
Mellan! Ja, var med.
Wow! Inte så mycket snör!
Ja, nej.
Wow!
Nej.
Stannar i snör.
Den tappade snart, vänder.
Bra skötare!
So
Det är som affär, liksom.
does cover the yellows on the centre line, but it's pretty long.
Ja, vi probiere! Probiere!
I think I might be tempted to come around this at hack weight and try and check in behind the corner rather than drive the guard back. What do you think, Logan?
Well, the scoring area is pretty big at the moment, but as an option, but at the same time it's always risky leaving the opposition stones in the centre line, and that is a complete catastrophe for Switzerland. Locks it up and doesn't really improve the situation at all. Meanwhile, on the other side of the SUI-SWE arena, here's Anna Sidorova throwing her final stone of the first end against the home country and giving it a bit of a spinner. Stone's really rotating its way down the ice, but just needs to find the 8 foot to score 2. Saitova and Galkina seem to have done a pretty good job with the brushes here. And it's a score of 2 for the Reds of Russia. One end played there, and 2 teams on 1 win this week. Russia 2, Norway 0.
Framkant! Ja, kör då! Viktigt! Jobba nu, tjejer! Jobba förbi! Förbi, inte förbi! Kör, så långt det går, så långt det går!
So Sweden trying to ride in on top of that, but I think they've just set up a pretty straightforward triple.
Ja, 65.
Yeah, that was a glorious chance there for Sweden to really
Turn
turn up the heat here in this 4th round matchup.
I don't know why they didn't play the in-turn draw rather than the out-turn.
A little bit of hot sauce there from Carmen Schaefer, just giving it a little prod at the end.
Okay.
Gets things moving. That's not too bad a result. Pushed at the back of tee. Opened the one up, and you see it didn't push it behind the corner. So although Sweden will probably end up line 3 after this, Switzerland will have a chance maybe to make it 2 out of this end. Just doesn't quite catch enough of the top yellow.
Nu ska vi inte runda något i framkant, så där borde vara din linje. Men samma fart eller? Ja.
När det är ganska långt ut! Då har vi ganska långt ut! Bra linje! Långt ut!
Kan vara lite längre. Bakåt där.
Well, this one's got a lot of curling to do.
Var med nu.
And even touches the corner guard.
Nej, inget. Sitt.
Actually finds an okay position.
Gets rather fortunate with that one.
Well, it's that stone on the centre line that Mary Mott's just pointing to that's the problem stone at the moment. That's the one that's blocking the way to the button. So I think we'll see Mary Mott try and move that one and maybe check behind the centre stone.
Even if you're all right across, Logan, to the yellow on the right as we look at it, just sit alongside that, it would open up the 4-foot area, might even create an angle so the red would go directly back onto the yellow in the 4-foot. Having to go hard to get it past the guard. Just catches the top one.
Wat is? Niet goed. Niet te veel.
Well, lots of mistakes here for Switzerland, and Sweden just have a golden chance now.
Yeah, anywhere on the left-hand side of the centre line would be perfect.
Yeah, got to admit, Kenny, I think I quite like the guard here, but if you put a good tight guard in there, then it really puts a lot of heat on the Swiss. I think they're looking at various taps and splits, but
Det är okej. 65 då, eller? Vill du ha mer än 10 eller bara? Bara 10.
I'm not sure if I like this call, Logan. Although it's there for Mary Mott, you've got a short promotion on that front yellow on the centre line. Should Switzerland manage to get one in?
yeah, for me the guard puts more pressure on Switzerland, and I think the other deciding factor in the decision would be just how much easier a shot it is than this draw. You're really not throwing too much here.
It's a mistake from Maria Pritz. No, a nothing shot really.
60-65, det är lätt där nu. Ja.
Ja.
Yeah, I think Carmen Schaefer's miss there has really gone unpunished. And there'll be a kind of similar effort required here for Mary Mott.
Carmen, 10 is alvast nu naar hoop, gell? 9, oder?
Ja, ist gut.
Das Girl ist so stark, da kannst du gut das 9 spielen, oder?
Ja.
Probably just looking for the nose of this.
Carmen war auch ein bisschen schneller gewesen.
I think I might be tempted to play the yellow on the left though, try and make a 2. It's always going to leave the forefoot open in both hands that way.
Achtung!
Ja! Tier! Hopp! Tier!
This one curling hard now.
Okay.
Well, looks like Sweden maybe still lying 2. Margrethe Sigurdsson and Maria Prutz still just weighing the situation up.
Det går att gadda. Skotten. Så ligger vi 2 så. Man vill ju in. Precis bättre. Ja. Eller gard. Gard känns ju så där. Ja. Då har den hittat men inte. Lämna draget till henne, det är kanske inte så bra.
Yeah, so looking at this one, Logan. Where would you put it? Would you
Mitt
put
på
it just
mitt!
right on the centre line?
Yeah, I think if you can go over onto the centre line, then it covers the inside edge.
Tight, ser inte riktigt
And
vilken som
also
andra, men känns som man vill dra in en
Makes
till.
any sort of tap back on the shot stone a lot more difficult. So maybe just somewhere in the middle of the 8-foot, splitting the centre line would be pretty ideal. Even just a guard again, Kenny, is certainly no point in going any further than that in the middle of the 8-foot. Just throw a guard up then. It's going to take a pretty good shot from Miriam to score it.
Yeah, I'm not really liking the 8-foot shot, Logan. I think if you're going anywhere, you go short or right in on top of it.
Yeah, you're just a little bit worried about setting up triples. It's a little bit hot again. I think as long as they get to the centre line, it doesn't matter too much what the length is with that guard in the top of the picture. This looks pretty perfect. Super shot there by Maria Prutz. And Mary Mott's just going to have to tread a little bit carefully. So it looks like, certainly looks like Sweden are lying 3.
Yeah, I can't believe she's actually looking at trying to run this red in, overcomplicating things.
Huh?
Don't get this right, you could end up giving up 3 or possibly 4.
I've got to say, Ken, I think the worry for Miriam is that we've seen the stones coming down really hard on that side of the sheet. Miriam Pritz's stone really swung a lot from the hog line in.
I'm with Carmen. Carmen's just saying play the draw.
Där är man där.
Aber wir sind nicht so, Tempo. Okay.
Just that corner guard on the left-hand side of the picture that's the kind of issue stone. You would have to get really close to that if you're throwing a dead weight draw. So I think it is still the easiest shot to make a play on. But maybe just have to throw a kind of back line just to hold it straight and navigate through that port.
Ja.
Huh?
Das ist schwierig für Schott. Egal, ist ihm da.
Ja, is helemaal de minus 1.
I think maybe the thinking behind this, if it does over curl, the red would then push into the yellow, take a bit of speed out of it.
Dus even van de daar hangt.
Bounce into the forefoot, you'd only give up 1.
Huh? Weet het niet. En sie ist 3. Ich fände das fast besser.
Miriam.
Ja. Was meinen Sie
Like
da?
in this tap.
Es wird einfacher.
I've seen this before from Maria Mott. Rather unconventional, but somehow manages to get the results. I think we'd see about 90% of pillars just play the cold draw here.
Hier zeigst du auch gut Ziellein.
Okay.
80, 90.
Dan moet je zo nog eens stoßen.
80, ja. 80.
I think as far as just cutting Sweden to only stealing one here, this is probably the easiest shot, but obviously to score the shot position, then the shots to come down on the end turn. So it's just weighing up the risk and reward here. Maybe playing this a little bit safe. But certainly, this one isn't a gimme. And a good shot there by Miriam. Sweden stealing one here after a whole rake of misses by the Swiss. Sweden doing a pretty good job overall of putting pressure on. Sorry, Switzerland doing a really good job of putting pressure on Sweden in the second end and stealing a counter to lead by 1-0.
Ja, precis. De missar ju lite den här omgången. Det var svårt, alltså när man får 2 corners så är det liksom...
Stänger hela banan liksom.
Täppen eller så.
Ja, jetzt
dann sind so
zwei Wege, gleiche Linie spielen.
Ja.
Aber ja. Gut. Ich habe gerade so gelegen.
Maria drog en också som var typ. Okej, det är bra. Lite längre ut den där då.
Tennis, so we said that we hoped to see Switzerland to get off to an early lead so that Sweden are drawn in and tried to mix things up a little bit. But it's Sweden who've made the better start here with a nice steal in the second end.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do here. Will they move this one off the forefoot or probably just call the corner? No, corner. Well, Switzerland will really contribute to their own undoing in that last end.
Yeah, just a few poor misses around the centre guard, and when you've got the last stone, you can't really afford to do that. You can't afford to miss around the centre guard, or you're going to find yourself in a lot of trouble very quickly.
Best! Möglichst schnell! Oh.
Och det skrattar då.
Oh. Recht abbremst, hè?
Okay, so a nice corner guard from Janine Gruyère, maybe a little bit longer than they would have liked.
So we're going to take a look at sheet D. It is Lena Nielsen of Denmark taking on Scotland. They trail 3-0 after the first end, and once again Lena Nielsen in a whole lot of trouble here in the second.
Yeah, Scotland currently lying 3 in behind the centre guard, and I'm not too sure if Lena Nielsen can score here.
Whoa!
Even your head with 2 stones.
Räddning
Almost touching
okay?
with 1 foot.
Whoa!
This one, a great effort.
A really good draw, but still Scotland stealing 2 and a flying start for the Scots. 2 ends played there, and Scotland 5, Denmark 0.
Det tænker ikke meget dømt kom der sådan virkelig gerne, så kan ikke komme derind.
Godt, Shannon.
Kan vi frysa våran eller? Va? Kan vi frysa våran eller är det svårt? Ja. Jag kan tänka mig draget. Tror du det finns? Ser det ut som det går att komma igenom där? Ja. Jag tycker inte det. Känns det tajt? Ja, det ser tajt ut härifrån. Men du ser ju bättre.
A couple of options here. You could throw another guard on that yellow.
Ja. Är det 12?
Moving a freezer,
Även
you
om
could
den är
just peel the
halvjämn där
corner
är bra.
guard.
Här är också
Bara vi
bra.
går
Want to
förbi.
keep things really
Är det
simple.
12?
Lämna den lite kort om den inte...
8 för frys.
Yeah, going by the way Sweden generally play the game, you would have thought they would have appealed the corner guard, but interestingly, mixing it up and going to play a draw.
Vart är vi? 4, 10! Kommer bakom 10!
Nej, va?
Nej, tappa fart! Nej, det är bara 10! 8! Nej då! Det är fri! Jättefin fart! Jättefin lia! Jättefin fart! Bara på!
Well, this one's got a really good line here for Maria Wennerstrom. Super draw, and we just see just how aggressive these stones are, tearing around that tight guard.
Verkligen titta på stenen
So we're
nu.
going to nip over to Russia and Norway, and here's Mariana Rurvik. Just a whole mess of stones in the house. And Norway already lying one. Sneak through the port. Oh, super shot here by Mariana Rurvik. Pushes another counter into the forefoot. And it's going to be a score of 2 yellow and 2 for Norway. And it's a tied game. Russia 2, Norway 2.
Yeah, back with our feature game, Switzerland, Sweden. Carmen Kung
Med på båda!
just removing everything from play.
Tycker ni? Så ska gå runt den då.
And I can't believe she actually thought about peeling the guards off for that call.
Landa mitt i hålet.
Jag skulle vilja göra den här.
Det första jag tänkte på. Ja, det blir bra.
In this situation, you really are all in.
Det var lite till!
You can't peel all the guards from play, so I don't really see the benefit from peeling this, Logan. Do you agree?
Yeah, well, the risk, Kenny, is that you end up bringing the corner guard into play. So at least the play is kind of around the centre here. Looking pretty good here. The shooter's never going to go too far.
Bra Maria.
Kind of tidies things up a little bit.
Får gå runt
So good shot there by Wennerstrom.
Härligt. Dritsa fy, här är ända fler ufor.
I think I probably would have just come around that, Logan. You were never going to remove both guards from play and run. You were only ever going to run and leave a corner. It's probably best just to try and get in there yourself.
Well, the thing is that you're always leaving this come around here for Switzerland. Then you're probably forced to play a run back with the next one, and then very quickly the corner guard comes into play. So always kind of having to think a few shots ahead.
Yeah, I like that one. Just another couple of feet further on. Get a good bit of separation between the stones.
Den knapp, kvast.
Absolutely, it's a very short run back here for Nina Bertram.
Jag tyckte den drog när den skulle tagit linan, men jag tror att det där så bra.
Hej, hej, hej.
I think maybe just pop that one out a little. You see the rotation on this one. And as we said, Logan, now the corner guard's right in play. So from one slight mistake tactically, Switzerland are looking to probably get a 2 here in this third end.
Yeah, and you know what? A good draw around here, and it really puts Sweden in a tough spot. It probably forces them to hit the open one, and then all of a sudden Switzerland could be coming around the corner guard to lie 2 in behind cover, and it brings 3 into the equation. So amazing how quickly an end can turn around.
Nej, squat!
Servit! Over 10, ingen achtmotor! Først, ingen acht! Først, ingen acht! Først!
This one looking pretty good.
Først!
So they do get it in behind the corner, but looking at that, double's about half stone.
Yeah, I think ideally they wanted that one to drift maybe even down past the tee line. Makes the angle that much steeper between the two red stones in the house, and also makes space for a third to get a second one in behind that corner. So here's Nina Bertrup, a little bit wayward with the last one, but a chance to get her team out of trouble here in this third end. Well, just pushes that one up and makes the space for another one. So options here for Mary Mott: could come down and try and get another one in behind, or you split the rings.
I think I probably would split the rings, and the reason I'd only split the rings is because that yellow that's sitting out on the left-hand side, it can be driven back. Just keep it nice and simple.
Yeah, I agree, Kenny. I think you would see most teams choosing to split the house.
T-line!
It would be a very aggressive call to go around the corner.
T-line, hè? Look at T-line! T-line! Ja! Fish! Kom met vis op die! Vis op die! Fish! Nogli!
Great stone position, great sweep by the guys.
Goed zo.
Spelar du en 80 eller clearing?
Ja.
Is het aan rust?
Gut, wenn er länger ist.
Ja, klar, aber weißt du, ich meine, muss ich einfach ja nicht anhängen, oder?
Ja,
Johnny sagt mir, sie gehen fast gleich ins.
Ja, aber wenn er noch länger ist.
Trycka in lite då.
Ja.
So Sweden looking just to hit and run across to centre line probably. Push the two stones together.
Yeah, it's going to take a pretty big mistake here by Mary Mott for Switzerland not to score two here. Good shot by Maria Pritz, rolls to the centre line.
Stani.
Goed.
Ja.
Oké, maar?
Stani, über.
We gaan met hem zo, we zo, Carla, zoveel.
Auf der anderen Seite weiss du nie, wenn er anfängt zu gehören.
Nee, das ist tiptop. Wie schnell kommst du?
Stani versuche ich zu kommen.
So Mary Mott, a chance to hit and check to the open side.
Warte.
Wouldn't want to roll in behind.
Ja. Ja. Bushy. Goed.
Nicely done. No double there.
Gut. Tip-top.
Even terug naar tiptop. Zo moet ik naar die kan just pakken.
Ja, ända bakom då.
Bakom deras.
Ja. Åtminstone halvt. Samma, vad var den?
75, 77.
Samma sa vi.
So it very much looks like the simplest of twos here for Switzerland.
85! Lite lösare!
And an all-round much better end than the second for them.
So hits and runs out of play, and it'll be a free draw to the paint for Mary Mott to score two.
14,5. Skispielspuren.
Ja, 14, oder?
Ein paar hätte ja fast Backline gespielt mit meinem Stosser.
Ja, aber das war 50 Spiel.
Ja, das war schnell.
Ja, der 50 also 75, 80 ist glaube ich immer noch gut. 80. Ja. 14-0 finde ich super. Ja.
Oh, schon beim Braten! Ist gut! Oh!
Botzen!
Ist immer noch beim Braten! Ja, jetzt ist gut! Gut, lange gut! Ja. Knapp! Rein, kommt! Gut! Fisch ist kurz! Lange gut!
This one just needs to be anywhere in. I think I've done enough. That one just comes down, gets a piece of the 8 foot, and it will be a score of 2. Switzerland now lead 2-1 after 3 ends.
Schön, Miri, 75.
So langsam.
Gut, super.
Schöner gesehen, Regie.
Ja. Von einer komischen Seite da.
Tipptopp.
Trippel där. Så har vi bra koll uppåt där. Det är kölan alltså. Ja. Corner om den corner oavsett. Kommer ju alltid komma åt den på den här handen.
Ja, tycker jag.
Carmen!
So welcome back to the 4th end of the Gruyère European Curling Championships 2013. Coming to you from Solmark Arena, Stavanger, Norway. And our feature game this morning is Switzerland-Sweden.
Ja, är det 80, 75? Utåt, 45.
Switzerland winning 2-1.
43. Nu kommer curla massor. Bra fart! Ja.
So
Linjen
it's
är bra.
only when Sweden go down a couple of shots, 1 or 2, that they try and chase the game.
Ja då. Bra. Bra Maggan, fint. Bra
It's
spel.
somewhat a bizarre tactic. Logan, do you agree? Or?
67.
Well, I certainly like to try and take the initiative, Kenny, and try and get the jump on the opposition at the start of the game. But Sweden clearly think that this is their best chance of winning the game, is trying to ease themselves into the game a little bit and wait for the mistakes rather than actually trying to force the mistakes themselves.
Nej. 14-2, kommt gut, kommt gut.
So Switzerland going into the rings again here.
Tipptopp.
And see with that first mistake from Gruyère just slipping to the back of the 8 foot, actually looks like quite a nice chance here for Sweden to try and get something going.
Yeah, I don't know if I would be playing the takeout in this. I'd maybe just be nudging it back. Try and use the wedge as catchers.
Well, one thing's for sure, Kenny, whatever they do, they need to keep the shooter in play. And they have managed to do that. Really nice hit and roll by Sigfridsson. Moving down the ice with a spring in her step.
Pussen nicht, hä? Ja, ist ein bisschen heiß wegen unserem Hinten dort.
So they're electing to peel the corner off, Logan. I think I might have been trying to come round at hack weight or something. If you catch the corner, fine, you might roll down in.
I've got to say, this early in the end, I think peeling the corner is actually quite a good call. There's no centre guards to bring into play. There is now. But yeah, I think that's actually quite a good shot there by Carmen Kung. Could have peeled the guard. It forces Sweden to put it back.
Topp 4, 50-55.
Kör då! Känns lite kort! Bara köra! Kör!
So we saw a nice draw from Wennerstrom in the last end. I've seen a lot of curl on this side of the sheet. Stones really banking down hard as they cross the hog line. But this one doesn't have enough running. And it's opportunity lost, really. It's amazing how just 2 stones can turn an end around. Sweden in great shape with one in behind the corner guard. And then Carmen Kung hits and rolls to the centre line, and Sweden missed the house. And all of a sudden they're going to be lying 2 against now, and all the play around the centre guard.
Yeah, the only saving grace for Sweden is I think should be back tee. Sweden should see most of this.
Ja.
20. Ja, kan ju vika ganska långt där. Det är bra.
So it's selected to play a controlled takeout.
Vänta! 10! Vänta! Nej! 10!
And this one has got a lot of curling to do.
Lite tunn.
Well, fortunate to still lie short there. Just sprayed that one out. That's maybe why the tape's on the wrist, Logan. Just to prevent the popping of the out turn.
Carmen Schaefer playing 75% for the tournament before so far. We expect that number to maybe come up a little bit as the week goes along. It's not a good shot by Carmen. I'd like to stick that one around, and now Sweden do have the chance to push on and try and make their deuce here in the 4th end.
70. 70 tror jag. 65-70 kanske. Jag vet inte.
Din 60-65 var ju bra.
Det var lång den. Ja, just det. Ja, 70-75.
Yes.
Måste! Ja. Kanske 8.
Ja, kanske 12 i alla fall.
Om ni kan byter ni. Nej, det är bra linje. Kör!
Well, Pritz and Wennerstrom really have to go hard in this one if they want to get it in the house.
It's been a great scrub by the girls, but pulls up short. A few mistakes from both sides here.
Yeah, well, that's 3 misses in a row for Sweden though.
Och det så direkt! Så det där ståelse!
I think that centre guard's
Nej, så probera.
to your benefit, so just leave it there and just play the cold draw around.
Skrattar.
What? Linje går!
So I was just looking this for maybe top 8 foot.
Ja, riktigt stort här! Vad? Sätt oss!
Till en over!
Wow!
Till Achtung!
Frambliv över svitt!
4 fuß, 10! 4 fuß! Ja!
Super draw by Carmen Schaefer. Just takes a little while for it to come down, but when it curls, it just snaps and comes down nicely right in behind that guard. So That's really the one that Sweden have been looking for, and now they find themselves in a lot of trouble. Really had a glorious opportunity early in the end to try and get something going. Christina Bertrud playing 73% for the week so far. Oh, this is just going from bad to worse. Maybe we're seeing, Kenny, why Sweden don't like to play with any guards in play.
That's maybe why. Yeah, this touch game from Sweden is just not there.
You
Got to think if Mary Mott can draw one round into the top of the 8 foot here, she'd look good for another steal.
Ja, genau. Bisser.
Ja, Bisser ist super. Wenn der gut kommt, können wir nehmen noch nehmen. Aber dann ist 12:70, aber theoretisch schon von vielen.
Yeah, when you're trying to play the same shot twice between two different players, it's all about knowing how your team throw the stone to make exactly the same shot. So it's very easy to say, well, Carmen threw the stone on this line and it'll finish there, but it's now Mary Mott's turn. If she doesn't throw it the same, then she's going to need to put the brush in a different spot. So certainly looks like they slide a slightly different path. We're sitting right at the end of this sheet, and looks like Mary Mott slides a slightly wider line than Carmen Schaefer, so it might just come down a little bit harder than the third player. Well, doesn't quite manage to get in the rings, but at least covers that freeze now, or a little bump. As I said, Mary Mott just slides a little bit wider and probably doesn't carry quite as much speed as Carmen Schaefer in that end turn. They curled a bit more, a bit less speed, comes up short. And Maria Pritz and Margareta Sigurdsson need to work out how they can make sure that they score in this fourth end with this one.
For me, that's a big mistake from Mary Mott. She's got a chance to pile the pressure on. Does cover the red though.
Spelar du en 80, Maria?
Ja, 80 clearing.
Don't make this tap right. Topic clearing, so take out weight, so they must be driving it back.
I think this is a little bit suspect, Kenny. I think I'd be maybe trying to double peel the reds on the centre line and that yellow. Just make sure you open up that side of the sheet so you can get in there to score one. If they don't get this, if they don't actually get onto the stone in the 4 foot here, then Switzerland are going to swing another one around the centre guard and just going to be ending up in a heap of trouble. Super shot. Well, still don't think it was the right call, Kenny, but fantastic execution. I always say that you're better to make the wrong call and play it well than make the right call and completely miss it. So. I wonder what Pia thinks of that one.
Yeah, so from looking like stealing, now they're going to try and have to prevent Sweden from making two from that great shot from Maria Pritz. So 73% so far in the tournament for Maria Mott. Good chance for Switzerland though. This one looking as if it's got plenty of running on it. Just a little bit too far. And looks like it will be a draw for two for Sweden. Just use the red as a bit of backing.
Yeah, 2 misses from Miriam Ott, just struggling to find her draw weight this morning. And a really well executed shot by Maria Prutz sets up a chance to score 2 here in the 4th. What a turnaround.
Som 65.
Den gick de och väntade på, va? Så jag hade 65 i huvudet.
Ja, precis. Jag tycker det är jättebra. Lite bättre än 70.
Jag är 65. Det kan vi till line.
Vi gör väl dit den.
Okay, so Maria Prutz has already been shown the way by Miriam Ott.
Känns lite lös, eller?
And been provided with potentially a little bit of backing.
Den ser lång ut härifrån!
Yeah, this one just been thrown a little wide. Is the weight going to be bang on? Looks as if it's been thrown a little heavy. So a mistake from both skips here. And it's only 1 yellow, so the score tied after 4 ends. This game toing and froing, both teams struggling to find their feet. So 2 each here in Stavanger.
Und das 5. Versuchen, wenn sie vorne 4 wird, wenn wir ihn abspielen. Versuchen am 6.
Finde ich gut.
Ja.
Finde ich gut.
Tipptopp.
Wenn wir genug Zeit
Tipptopp.
und haben nachher
Gut.
genau noch 2 Gehälter.
Så. Ja, gut. Ja. 50 in då. Ja.
So into the 5th end. Game all tied.
Linjen är bra. Öppna ner den. Linjen är jättebra.
Sweden looking for a tight guard.
Dra den bra. Och båta. Långt in.
Pushing this one in the house, which is a little bit strange. Miriam will just play the takeout.
Yeah, I'm a little bit almost concerned with that call, Kenny. It's more and more the top teams are so aware of playing the scoreboard, and it is a massive advantage to have not only the last tone, but also to have it when you're playing the even ends. So of course, if you go in top 4 in the 5th end, not too many skips are going to hesitate in hitting that stone, running the end through, and taking the hammer into the 6th end, and really gives them control of the scoreboard and control of the game as well. So I would say that's a little bit of a lapse of concentration there by Sweden.
Sätter den lite tajt bara så du vet.
Squat! Bara ut! Weg! Das ist gut, putzen. Gut, schön, Janine.
Gut så.
Schöne Länge.
90. Ja. Här ute ni var, eller var det ännu längre ut?
Ungefär här, men lite hårdare var de också.
It looks like it's going to be an uneventful fifth end unless there's some sort of horrendous miss.
Ligger bra, Ren. 95. Bra Maria. Bra. Spela där. 95. Ja.
Kenny will maybe take this opportunity to talk about something else here. We're just about in the middle of the round robin now. Where's your money in this women's competition?
Certainly looking at today's performance, it's probably not going to be with Sweden or Switzerland. Over in Sheet D, Scotland leading Denmark 8-1. And Eve Muirhead looks to be playing really well this week. I think they're the on-form team. And Russia's Anna Sidrova, after a bad start, is beginning to find her feet here. And can she defend her title that she won last year? So I think it's probably Scotland and Russia would be the two favourite teams, with either Sweden or Switzerland in there as well. But both these teams would need to pick up their game if they're going to feature in the medals.
Yeah, I think there really is a bit of a gap in this A group. I think they're quite clearly the top 4 teams. And then after that, it gets a little bit messy for the kind of the world qualification spots, and of course the qualification for the European Championships next year. And you wouldn't really choose too much between Czech Republic, Latvia, Germany, Italy and Norway. They're all much of a muchness. You'd probably fancy Denmark to be the 5th best team here.
60.
As you say, I think Sweden and Switzerland they do have a similar level of class to the likes of Russia and Scotland, but maybe just not finding their top form so far this week. Well, still Sweden content just to throw stones into the house. I think I'd be throwing a guard in this situation. I think you really see what Switzerland are trying to do, and you know that when there's only one stone in play and there's no free guard zone rule, then you know they're going to throw a peel anyway. So maybe make them play a peel, and you may get a hit and stick and have something to come around. So much of the game is knowing what your opposition is going to do with their next stone. It's knowing what their strategy is in that end. It's quite clear that Switzerland are more than happy to blank here, so I expect Sweden to do a little bit more than they have to try and counteract that.
Yeah, so we head over to Sheet A, and it's Norway, Russia. Russia leading 3-2. And Anna Sidrova already sitting 2.
Yeah, we saw Mariana Rurpic play a really nice tap into the forefoot to score 2 a couple of ends ago. Tries an angle tap this time. Plays it with nice weight, but it's going to be a steal of 2 reds for Russia. And Anna Sidorova and her young Russian team starting to move through the gears. The reigning champions leading the home nation by 5 shots to 2.
Min förra jag spelade här var 80. Ja. Vill du spela samma? 90. Nej. Vill du bara? Yes. 90. Ja, lite då. Och lite.
Förlåt, jag hör inte. Lite högre, så hör vi.
Ja.
Bra.
Jaha.
Ja.
Ja, på Miri. Gled med i, så til så.
Alle med. Ja.
T-line.
Ja.
Dere sitter også fersk. Ja.
So not much going on here in the 5th. We're into the skip stones.
Zijn er snel, denk ik me. Hey,
Die
bremst dat.
lijn. Dichter die.
Bremst dit zo af, Carle. Veel. Ganz
Fest,
zien.
vrouwen, fest. Fest.
Mariamont just looking for the house anyway, really.
Merci.
Schön, Miri.
Wat?
Super.
Merci, Sönke.
Tip top.
I've just got to, I think, reinforce Kenny that I think Sweden have played a very bad 5th end here. Got the strategy all wrong.
Lite hårdare. Ja!
Would like to see them
85. Hårt!
not go all out to try and make
Hårt!
Switzerland score here in their 5th end, but certainly make a go of it.
Bra. Bra, Maria. Fint.
I think the way they've played this end, they're very much just relying on a miss here with Mariamont with her last stone. And they're giving up control of the scoreboard the way they played this end.
Ja.
Okay, so here's Mariamont lobbing one up the centre line.
Back.
Just need to be a little bit careful here. They can just run a little bit straighter there. And gets a piece. So a blank end. Bit of a strange strategy from Sweden there. And 5 ends played in our feature game this morning between Switzerland and Sweden. A half-time break. And it's all tied up. Switzerland 2, Sweden 2.
So second end.
Dan moet er zo nog eens stoßen, hè?
Mariamont facing 3 Swedish stones.
En op bremst, hè? Achtung.
Looking to play the tap on the red to the forefoot. Just does enough to cut Sweden down to the single point.
Sorry.
And in the third end,
8. Ja. 14.
Switzerland already sitting one in behind the corner guard. A straightforward draw to the paint. 4-2. This one got a piece of the 8 foot. They took 2-1 lead into the 4th. And Sweden line 1, Maria Pritz with a chance to take the lead in the game. But it was a little bit heavy and wide. This one just glides right past. And it would only be a single. So 2-2 after 5 ends.
Jäklar, så vinner vi varje omgång.
Vad gick det då?
Snacket känns bra. Jag har kommunikation, tänker jag.
So elsewhere, Czech Republic 4-1 up on Latvia. Germany 6-0 up on Italy. Denmark trail Scotland 8-1. And Russia 5-2 over Norway. See the teams just getting something to eat, hydrating, and having a conversation with their coach.
Yeah, I was sitting in the hack and I was okay, let's go and play a hack wave.
So I think Switzerland will be the happier of the teams. Sweden just struggling to get anything going.
Mina är ju tröga känns det som.
Tactically all over the place this morning.
Jag kör 5 omgångar när du placerar ditt senare så jäkla bra vi kan hela tiden.
Kör vi? Ja.
5 omgångar.
Nu är det Maria.
Bra jobb.
Det försvann en hand.
Jag skulle ta på det.
Det var ju bästa klappen.
Ja, eller hur?
Bra där.
There we see the
Är det vi som bara...
numbers on the board.
Ja.
All tied. Percentage is pretty even. And 1 stone point for Sweden in that second end. So 2-2 as we go into the 6th. Switzerland with the hammer. Margareta Sigmundsson gets us underway. So we're here at the Surmark Arena, Stavanger, Norway, for the Gruyère European Curling Championships 2013. 4th draw of the women's tournament.
Bra Maggan. Bra så. Bra där.
Nörna! Ja.
Norreis!
Linje skåret, nörna! 2.
This is Janine Greiner for Switzerland.
This here. Look like snö.
Switzerland going to try and make 2 here in this 6th end.
Kärnen.
Vi kan nästan spela den. Va? Kan spela samma hand. Ska vi lägga den lite mer center eller?
Ja. 70, 65, 30.
Samma fart. Ja, samma.
Ja.
Mellan. Ja, den går lite längre in. Linjen kommer vara bra. Kanske lite över kön.
Sweden looking to
Ja, jobba på den. Nära.
throw up the centre guards.
Hake nära. Hake. Ja, räcker i linjen. Räcker i linjen. Hake.
Well, I think the sixth end, Kenny, is showing what we were talking about and how aware the skips are of playing the scoreboard and scoring in the even ends. Sweden starting out both ends the same way by throwing into the rings. But in the fifth end, Mary Mott quite content just to hit through the end, and this time going for the corner guard. Fully aware that she wants to score in the sixth end, and they want to try and generate some aggressive curling and get some stones in play and maybe get a couple on the board and open this game up. So a nice shot there by Janine. Already Sweden on the back foot here.
Yeah, it's. I wonder what Fredrik Hallström said to his team at halftime.
Well, I think one thing's for sure that he needs to remind his team to try and control the scoreboard. And I think more than anything, they just need to make a few more shots. Just both teams struggling a little bit. And you've got to feel that whatever one can just minimise the amount of misses is going to be the one that wins this game. Just one of them just needs to take the game by the scruff of the neck, and they'll soon move ahead here. Carmen Kung playing at 70% today. Not really good enough for a second at this level.
That will do our starts, no harm at all. Nice hit and roll in behind the corner.
So Sweden in a fair amount of trouble here. I think for sure they want to try and get the play going behind the centre guard rather than behind the corner. A good shot required here by Sweden. Just looked like Maria got that one started a little bit. Can the supers hold it?
And not a great shot.
Yeah, and I think just moving that redstone up really improves the angles for Switzerland as well. Makes space to get another one in behind that centre guard.
I think you've just got to come around this, Logan, now. Even bump the red to the back 8 foot. Check in behind. Even half round, top 8 foot. It's absolutely fine.
Ja, wir können ja da raus.
Ja, das habe ich als erstes gedacht. Aber
not sure I like splitting that one over onto
the
T-line.
Komm, wir gehen hier mit der Büschi.
Weil ich denke, die Mitte würde ich nicht mehr zumachen, weil wenn sie irgendetwas macht, dass wir dann gleich noch den
Carmen has a broom. A bit perfect just there. Just cover the inside edge.
Yeah.
I think one thing's for sure is that they need to put this stone in a position where it takes any temptation away from Sweden to try and make the hit and roll behind the centre line.
Even the hit and roll, Logan, it's going to be back tee. It's a long centre guard. They could drive the red back. So I don't. I wouldn't be worried if they made that hit and run in behind.
D-line. Sicher die, ja. Fisch. Ritter.
Certainly needs a nibble of the rings here. She doesn't find too bad a spot there.
Yeah, it's okay there, but it does leave a few options for the hit and check in behind the red just played, or the hit and roll across to the face of the other red on the right.
I think this is why I probably would have gone for Miriam's initial call to come around the centre, kind of top 8. It takes this shot off. It was always going to be Sweden's kind of only out here. But Christina Bertrup having a bit of a morning mare, only playing 50%.
Yeah, so probably just gonna play the controlled takeout on this.
A good shot by Bertrup, but doesn't manage to find the cover. And this is turning into a glorious opportunity for the Swiss to really take the game by the scruff of the neck and create some daylight between them and Sweden.
Yeah, it does enough though. So if they can force the slight mistake from Sweden.
Yeah, and actually, Kenny, that redstone's high enough in the house now that even if Sweden do make the hit and roll, it's very unlikely that they're going to be lying shots. So huge problems here for Sweden.
Nice hit and roll.
Oh, that's an absolute beauty from Christina Bertrup. And how that changes the end.
Bringst du raus, wenn du an Nase kommst? Die sind gefriest. Ich würde so kommen, mit dem 10. Das ist gleich, wenn der hier liegen bleibt. Sind wir da?
Wobei die Frage ist, wenn du ein bisschen raus würdest, schlauen in 12 Uhr.
Looks like Switzerland just going to try and play a takeout here. Important to keep the shooter around. They can stick it right on the nose. Oh, terrific shot here by Carmen Schaefer. Probably couldn't have played that any better.
Sehr schön. Nicht so schlecht. Ist gut so, ja. Man muss einfach ein bisschen brechen. Es ist schwer zu sehen, wenn sie so schräg sind, wie viel das noch muss brechen, dass er dann kleben bleibt.
So once again, Switzerland in the driving seat here.
Bra om du tycker det är bäst. Jag tycker bara att det är jätteriskabelt. Något alternativ att slå den här?
You still should be able to make the hit and roll in behind the centre and peel the double.
Spela en 20. Jag kan ta en timeout om vi vill. Mycket bra eller kan tänka med det.
Kom. Kan prata lite, hinna prata lite.
Ja. Säg du.
Säg vad ni tänker. Ja, det är svårt. Jag tycker försöka placera en dragning eller den där. Men den där är ganska, alltså den är ganska så, man vill ju behålla 2 stenar emot.
Jag tycker i så fall draget hellre än den. Jag gillar den där ganska mycket. Jag tycker inte om att lämna en
over
stenar
on
i fot, det är min känsla.
sheet D, it's an early bath. Scotland dismantling Denmark 10-1. Muirhead really on form this week, and Lennon Nielsen not really having a chance to get anything going, so that one finishes early.
Time out.
Känner du för något, Maria?
Ja, jag känner för den.
Called the timeout. Coach interaction. Fredrik Hallström probably make his way down onto the
Ja,
ice.
jag är mer rädd för 3-tempot just nu.
Ja, fast det är därför den här känns. Det är därför jag vill slå den också. Ja, precis så.
Och då drar de, och vad gör vi sen?
Då kan vi frysa in den. Hur får de svårt på att
frysa in den eller?
Så drar vi hit, då kan de ju slå på egen.
Looking at playing the draw, Logan. Just a call you would make.
Oh, it's certainly not an easy spot for them, Kenny.
Det känns jättesvårt att vicka skottet på den där.
Play the draw then. Could take 3 out of the equation at least.
Ja, ganska bra vinkel.
Really important to take 3 out of this, I think. I don't think you can leave a hard shot for Miriam Mott to score 2, so maybe you just hit this red on the other side, and I think that's probably their best way to keep the scoring area reasonably small for Miriam Mott's last stone.
Precis bakom och de rundar, då kommer vi ha svårt att liksom...
Jag tycker inte vi ska vicka precis bakom i så fall.
Vicka emot, försöka vicka.
Antingen emot. Kör på det.
Tycker det är bra. Även om
tänker du 80 Fredrik eller?
Även om vi vickar bakom.
80.
Vi kommer ju åt.
Känns 80 bra, Maggan? Det känns som en nolla om vi ska ha en linje dit.
Tyckte att det var okej att trycka isär också. Tyckte Fredrik. Bestäm
Jag är med på farten.
Vilken som.
Vad vill du spela? Först i taget.
Jag tror inte det händer så mycket på en nolla.
Ja, spela. Jag brukar spela 80 då.
Ja,
spelar du så?
Ja, va?
Spela en 90 då, vi kommer mycket fart från den här handen.
So plenty time for both teams to
90.
complete the second half of the game.
Jag tycker det känns jättebra.
Ja. Jag är väl lite rädd om den här stenen.
Ja, absolut. 90. Ja.
Maybe just going for a draw. No, they're going to play the takeout with the set of the handle.
I think this is probably the sensible call, Kenny. This is the one that takes the 3 away and probably keeps the scoring area as small as possible. They would like to roll over and maybe just cover the draw.
And talk about roll it. Certainly rolled that one. And was lucky to catch the inside of that one. Set it going all the way down. Supers are on it early.
Yeah, for me, they probably overswept that one. They didn't really achieve anything by rolling in perfectly in behind the centre guard. They probably just want to stop right about there, maybe a foot shorter of where it rolled to, and that makes the in-turn draw a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, so if Mary Mott can just cover the inside, top of the forefoot, should look nice for a 2, but see only 67% in this game. This line, the way Miriam throws them, she slides a little bit wide of the target, points them straight. They really do curl hard at the end. See this one coming down, finishing really strongly, but drifts back at the tee.
Okay.
Well, I think that's the... Well, I was thinking that could be an out there for Sweden. Just follow that one down and make the freeze, and then you're forcing the one. But Margaret Sigurdsson thinks that Maria Pritz can throw the heat and get both of these redstones moving here. The angles don't look too far away.
Yeah, I think the angles are there. I think the draw, maybe thinking if they don't make it right, they would give up 3.
Oh, change of call from the hack. Probably more indecision than I've seen from the Swedish team at any point. There's no doubt that if you can make the freeze, then that's the best option.
Titta på den. Jag tycker den. Ja, men ja, känner vi på frysningen så är det okej. Vi kör på cleaningen. Yes. Det är ju, vi riskar ju 2an då såklart, men det är ju också allt. Okej. Yes.
Well, going back to what they know best, and that's playing things safe.
Det är bra. Bort med dem.
Yeah, so just gonna throw the heat and probably give up 2 here. Maybe get lucky and shift both reds.
Probably hit this one pretty close to the nose to make this. Well, that was always the risk. I think they really need to redirect it off their own yellow to make that shot.
Yeah, definitely. To create the angle, you had to drive it probably on the nose. You see, just catches the red pretty clean, just catches a fraction of the yellow. Needs to catch it a little bit more. So, opportunity for Miriam to pick up 2 for the second time in this game. Only 58% draws. So it needs to be fully 8 foot. This one looking rather pacey.
Kenny said before just how hard Mary Mott's in-turn curls at the death, and that one came right down onto the backing. Very nice draw there by Mary Mott. And a perfect start to the second half of this game. Switzerland ran through the 5th end and they've scored 2 in the 6th end. Playing the perfect game, and Switzerland leading by Sweden by 4 shots to 2.
Nej, jag menar bara ditåt vilken väg vi går på.
Ja, spelar inte så stor roll.
Där det ligger bara.
Ja. Yes.
So Sweden with work to do here and now chasing the game. And Switzerland will be quite content to just put their stones in the house and make Sweden play the hard shots to get something going.
Sehr schön.
Gut, Can. Schön.
Yes. 80. 75. 75. Bra fart. Ja, hake. Linjen är bra. Dra gärna lite ner. Lite kortare. Ja, kör du. Linjen är jättefin. Bra. Bra, Magga. Bra, Ina.
So I think we'll see a tight guard here.
Bra där. Bra.
Inne, gut. Ganz
Gut.
nah.
2 nach. Gut, 2. Bis 2 nach. Richtig 2. Richtig gut. Nur 2.
Ja. Ja. Fest.
Noch nicht.
Fest. Weiter.
Bis Linie.
Weiter.
So good play by the Swiss lead.
Frysa.
Yeah, Switzerland now really in the driving seat.
Jättehårt. Om ni vill. 8. Linjen är bra. Det är bara att köra.
So let's see what Sweden can do here in the 7th.
Yeah, we've said numerous occasions just how good Sweden are playing the defensive game, but now we're going to get to find out how good they are at playing the offensive game and trying to get themselves back into this one. More touch shots required, more risk. Definitely say the Swiss are probably the better with the touch shots and the draws. That draw from Sigfridsson just over curls a little bit, but actually curls to the side of the corner guard, which could be useful later on.
Yeah, it's in a good spot there. The angle of created. This one really cutting hard. Gets past the guard. Oh, that's a great shot by Carmen Cook.
Yeah, it's a beauty to get right over there onto the yellow. So Germany very much looking like they're going to get their first win this week. New team for Italy. We're so used to seeing Diana Gaspari and Giorgia Apollonio out on the ice, but different lineup this week. And a very nice draw there for two by the Italian skip, Veronica Zapponi.
But 7-2 over in sheet C.
Oh, don't want to rub here. Just flicks the top one. The decibels go up.
They certainly do.
And it's not enough to pass that top stone. I think I'd be tempted to leave that one there if I was Miriam here. Maybe hit the wide one.
Yeah, I actually do like that call. Yeah, hit the wide one.
Frag von der anderen Seite bitte.
Miri, Julia, med forces nu ni.
En niet mee als nu.
Ja.
So just looking for the maybe check over to left hand side. Don't want to go right in behind. Probably not where they want it to end up. That yellow's going to probably drive back onto the red now.
Eller här. Då hamnar den här lite bakom centern.
Går den här vägen eller?
So, elsewhere. Over on sheet A. Czech Republic getting back onto their winning way with an 11-1 win over Latvia.
Yeah, quite incredible, Kenny. Anna Kubeshkova and her team falling hard to Italy yesterday, but bouncing back with a great victory over Latvia here. 3-3 and a 4 in the 5th, 6th and 7th end, and that'll do it.
Bak 12! Bak 12! Ja, ja, kör förbi, ja. Jag skippar den.
So,
40.
not a bad shot in the back of the earth.
Don't think it was necessarily the called shot though, Kenny.
No, but
I'll be surprised they didn't maybe just come down and try and bump that red and change the angles up a little bit.
yeah, I think they were trying to bump the red, yellow back into the back of the 4 and roll the shooter in behind the corner. That was the call. But Colin Schaefer trying to get past the long guard. Does enough. And they do get in behind the corner.
Good speed.
Oh, a good shot there by Schaefer, and it may well be a double takeout for Sweden, but it does look like it'll go relatively close to that back yellow. Could maybe just sneak it by.
Yeah, interestingly, Sweden haven't really looked at the angle.
Ja, eller så sitter den där. Men jag tycker vilken är viktigare. Båda de är bättre än den. Okej. Spela 20. Oj, vad lite is.
Det var lite rakare hand, men jag är osäker.
Det känns som en nollis.
Ja. Jag får lite till.
Det var ju rakt, men...
So, Stina Bertrup, can she make up for the disastrous 6th end here in the 7th?
20! 25! 20!
And Swoopers are really going hard on this one. Have they got it past the guard? They have. Does catch the back red.
20!
But it's difficult to see if they're sitting 1 or 2. See, swooping from the Swedes just catches the red on the outside and the yellow at the back.
That was a super shot actually, but I think Switzerland could well just still be lying second shot here.
Så is nu naar Houby.
This one. Nice from Colin Schaefer.
Oh, that really took a spin back towards the button. Just helps cover that inside edge.
Just seen how aggressive the curl was in that one.
Tycker den här vore jättebra. Men de kommer väl inte slå eller dra om vi ligger 2, va?
Nej, det tror inte jag heller.
Vilken? De har ju råd att släppa 2, det är klart de får.
Absolut slå och ligga 2.
De var din
20.
här.
So
5.
Sweden will look to try and get in behind the
Ja.
centre guard now. Just
Yeah.
push the yellow through, but they'll probably catch the red and the back yellow.
Ja, 10! 10! Nej! 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 Men nu! Nej! Nej, Karla!
Certainly through the weight on this one. Very fortunate to catch anything at all.
Okej.
A very out of sorts Christina Bertrup today.
De slår så får jag dra.
Если кувачец еще в румунку, надо становиться.
Vägne! Ska vi ut? Ja.
Weißt, ich meine, wenn der so übergörlet, bringt sie ihn so weg, bringt sie ihn so weg.
Mir noch raus.
Ja.
10 oder was? 9?
Das 9?
Willst du eine Nase oder soll ich clearen?
Nase!
Sicher?
Aber nicht reinwecken!
Ja, man braucht, weißt du, wenn er so übergärlet und wir ihn nachher so rausnehmen, dann stört ihn der vielleicht.
So I
Also
think,
den kleinen
they're
Weg,
just
da
going to
komme
play
ich
the hit in the back
Moment, da ist
one,
er so
Logan,
drüber.
rather as play the come around.
Das ist
So
gut!
that yellow must be sitting short at the back. That's the only reason you would play the hit and miss.
Noch ein bisschen mehr geben!
Yeah, I think the worry is
Komm schnell!
8!
8, ja.
that no matter how well Miriam plays this shot, then Sweden are going to come around that corner guard, and it's just a beautiful pocket of stones there to set one in.
See, I think they'll come around the centre just to show
Oh,
Putsen, weg!
gut, ja.
a piece of the outside.
Oh! Oh!
Ja.
This could just be a hit and run. Don't think it really mattered where the shooter went on that one.
Yeah, that's what they called. So, I don't know. See, I think they probably should have maybe played the draw themselves there.
Nej, det är den
Play
där.
the scoreboard, you're 2 up. Maybe take a little bit of a risk.
Yeah.
Well, still a good shot required here by Maria Pritz.
Jo. Inte gräva den för långt ner.
And it is a red guard that Switzerland can run back if required.
18, göra vitt för skotten. Säkra linje. Ganska bra! Ganska bra linje. 4! 8! Bra fart, 4! Topp 4 är bra! 4-10 nästan. Den är 4-10.
Don't want to drift too far down here. If they put this one down onto the button, then Switzerland could well freeze it, and then it makes the draw for 2 really difficult.
Look at the curl on this, though, Logan. It's going to come out the other side. And
Jättefint spel, Maria. 65 det där.
Miriam Ott will see around a third of that yellow stone.
Hack, overhoud.
So, not too tight a gap between the 2 guards. Would apply a bit of pressure if they could hit and roll just to the edge of the 8 foot.
Back.
And looks to have thrown this one a little high. This one's got a long way to curl.
I think they're still going to get a piece though, Kenny. So, Switzerland lying 3. And should be too tricky here.
Yeah, good force from Switzerland. Really controlled the end.
Vad är din nivå?
Ja, 60-65 hade vi. Inte helt halva banan. Samma vart det är perfekt när man på tiden.
So Maria Pritz needing to bite the 8 foot against 3 here in the 7th.
Håll igång då.
Nej, eller ja. Känns som bak 4. Den är ganska bra. Får eka lite. Maria, är det där?
So there it is. Switzerland 4, Sweden 3. And we head into the 8th end. Switzerland having the hammer.
Jag tror det. Det tror jag vi kommer få lägena på runda dit dem. Så att det ska få sig. Det är bättre att verkligen gå för det. Vi försöker garda det i spel och så pillar vi lite med någonting. Ja, så kör vi. Ni fattar vad jag menar. Ja, bra.
So underway in the Gruyère, draw 4 of European Women's Curling Championships 2013. Here from the SUI-SWE Arena in Stavanger, Norway. As these teams are in the 8th end, the game between Russia and Norway is over. 12-3, Hanna Sedrova, defending champion, gets her tournament back on track with second win in succession. So right back in the mix now.
Yeah, I think we need to give props to the WCF here for picking this game of all the games to broadcast in this draw, because there's some real spankings getting handed out this morning. 4 games, just not even close, but luckily our featured game is neck and neck. Switzerland leading Sweden by 4 shots to 3, and if you've just joined us, my name is Logan Gray and I'm joined by Kenny Edwards for this draw 5 matchup between draw 4 matchup between Switzerland and Sweden.
Ja, linjen är bra. Bra linje. Kan dra den lite om det går. Dra om ni kan. Dra om ni kan. Kör om ni kan. Om ni kan skulle jag vilja dra den lite. Ligger lite corner efter. Kör så de kommer lite bakom den.
Det är fin fart, Magan.
Ja, det är bra.
2 max på där så går den ju långt.
So looking at the stats, Garina and Margareta Sigfridsson, pretty evenly matched.
Ja! Ja! Fäng gut! 8 Fuß! Gut!
Ist er. Oh, ist bis vor 4. Bis vor 4.
Schön.
Sehr schön. Perspektiv auf die Körle, wie wild.
60 kanske. Ja, där är kring.
Sweden got their 2 center guards up.
Jag gav den lite.
Gott om plats än så länge. Bra linje. 8. Frys, bra linje. Bara frys. Curla gärna. Perfekt linje. Curla gärna.
So we'll see Switzerland now just peel the guards off.
What would you say is the kind of ideal outcome here for Switzerland in the 7th end, Kenny?
We are actually in the 8th end though, Logan. So
fair point, well made. Never was the best in the mornings.
This one looks pretty close, just not enough. I think Switzerland are either blank or take their single. I don't think they'll be too worried if they score only the single point here in the 8th. If they could force or even give up 2 in 9, they would have that all important last stone in 10.
Hårt du tjejer, hårt! Hårt och hårt! Nu är det bara att köra! Hårt, 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 hårt! Hårt lite till!
So that one does make it over the hog line. Expect they'll just play the simple peel on the centre one. They won't want to get too close to the nose with this. As you see, Carmen Kuhn, 73, and Maria winners from disappointing 67.
Good. Okay.
Just does enough to push it across off the centre.
Yeah, just a little bit wayward with that one, Carmen.
Gott om plats. Mellan hake. Fritz. Mellan. Ja. Fritz omlopp. Mellan hake. Ja, den verkar åka. Mellan. Mellan.
Ja, låt den bara stanna då kanske. Ja. Ja. Sträcker.
So these two yellows a little bit closer now. I think you'll be able to catch around half stone and peel the centre one and the one on the right. Push the one on the right down through the house.
Ich würde nicht so, sonst bleiben wir hier liegen.
So wie schnell.
Ah, da bleibst du hier noch dumm liegen. Ist ja nicht so gern wegen dem Roten. Ja, aber wenn der zu viel Brechstoß ist, der Gelb noch rein. Das finde ich blöd.
I'm a little bit nervous about pushing the yellow right down through and behind the corner guard. They do have last stone, so the play going behind the corner wouldn't really be
Willst du nicht?
Ja.
that bad
Willst du
an
lieber
outcome.
so?
Muss jag
Halbe Tüpfen nicht. Und
Weniger,
Umständen geht der dort auf der Rot.
Hä?
Umständen geht dann auf der Rot. Ja, nein, wenn du feiner tüpfst, dann bleibst du da liegen, oder?
Ja, lieber so, als der ins Ausstoß oder auf ein Rot. Umspiel so. Ist gut.
Oh, there's no question they need to move this centre guard. They can either play the run back as they've called here, which could be a little bit riskier, or they could just double peel the two yellow guards, open things up. That would certainly give them a great opportunity to score in the end.
Yeah, double peel certainly the call here, Logan.
Yeah.
Once again, Carmen Schaefer's just had a bit of a lob at this one.
Gut.
Just makes the single peel.
Darf einer noch sicher oben durch?
Okej. Jävligt långt. Vart låg den här? Där typ.
Ja, där tror jag.
Ska vi lägga en till gard? Vad är alternativet? Ja, det är ju att trycka här. Tycker vi lägger garden. Ja. Hög.
So
Ja.
Call for one more guard.
Jag tror den är bra. Det är bra linje. Nästan lika lång. Vi drar den dit. Det är bra linje nu. Kör lite om det går. Det ser lite längre ut.
Bättre att den är längre ner.
Sorry.
Än den.
Okay.
Well, that one runs a little bit further than they might have hoped. And maybe a better chance to play this double that Carmen tried with their first one. Really gives it quite a hurl at the end when she lets it go.
This one pretty close. And she did enough. Sticks it on the back red.
That
was a really nice effort from Carmen Schaefer.
Spelar du en 40? Ja, får vi ut den då?
Ja, alltså för ligga på kanske gör man innan. Ja, jag tänkte verkligen. Absolut. Tacka på er.
Jag tycker det är viktigt att få ut den röda.
Ja, precis. Så ligger vi 2.
Ja.
40. 40. Känns ju bra där. Det lättar ganska fint. Ja, fart. 40. Ja.
So, trying to make a play on the red in the forefoot and try and push it back.
Får du jobba på ditt träff med?
It's got a lot of weight, Logan.
Allt dör nu då, Maria. Kom igen. Hårt.
And if they're going to play that shot, they need to make sure they were sitting 2.
Bra, Maria.
Yeah, just a bit tentative there from Pritz. And now a great chance for Miriam Ott to lie to with the last one in the 8th end. Nothing too much on the centre line to trouble them.
Ja.
Yeah, so even a hit in the nose is a bad shot here. Even a hit and check to the right. Fairly even. Skips percentages.
Achtung! Nej.
Scarlett names a few.
So that one hits on the beak. And Maria Pritz is going to have to try and play a good hit and roll here.
Carmen, ich habe das Gefühl, jetzt, wo die gehört haben, Scarlett wieder ein bisschen weniger wie gestern am Abend. Da hat schon gerade so gegen rausgelaufen. Ja. Ja, aber...
Ich habe nicht gewusst, wie du gespielt hast am Anfang.
Sehr schön ist gespielt. Nein, aber... Ich hatte schon bei ihrem das Gefühl, jetzt wird es wieder so glänzig sein.
So, yep, trying to hit and roll in behind that yellow guard. Can't really afford to roll out to play it and give up another 2 here in 8.
Yep.
This one looking as if it's coming down onto the nose. It does.
So,
good chance for Switzerland to pick up 2.
Nei! Achtung! Butter! Butter! Ja! Fish! Kom met alles.
Graham done enough. She has. Hits and checks to the centre line, and it will be a score of 2. They now lead 6-3.
Beetje goed, yes.
Ja, sehr schön. Ich habe meinen Kürzer wieder erst, sorry.
Ja, das ist schon.
Tipptopp.
Ich dachte, er ist auch wieder zuerst rausgelaufen.
Ja, aber der ist eher ein bisschen...
Ein bisschen wenig Hände gehabt, ja.
Es war noch 2, oder?
Ja?
Ja.
Also,
Los, dranbleiben.
vorne 4 und dann können die 2 durch, hä?
Mycket cornerspel. Fundera, ska vi... Om man chansar, grisa lite i mitten eller... Alltså, försöka dutta... Jag bara funderar om vi ska... Jag kommer inte riktigt ihåg hur det har varit heller, vad det är som har hänt och inte har hänt i omgången.
Vira vippstenarna, va?
Ja, absolut. Köra lite. Ja. Ska ha kvar deras, men kanske spela ner dem liksom, så att vi kan få lite backing.
So into the 9th end here in draw 4 of the Gruyère European Curling Championships 2013. Switzerland leading Sweden 6-3. Really have controlled this game, Logan, haven't they?
Yeah, they certainly have. I think tactically they've been better, shot execution they've been better, and to be honest, Switzerland have been the team that have actually looked like they want to go out there and control the game, taking the game to Sweden, and Sweden just haven't had the answers so far.
Yeah, really struggled to get anything going.
Bra fart. Ja, bra linje.
Lite till där då.
Det är bra. Bra Maggan. Bra.
So 3 up, 2 to go. Switzerland deciding they don't need all their stones. And just throws their second one away.
Till då?
Eller en till.
Ja, tycker jag nästan det. Ja.
I think we need another corner guard here for Sweden. I think should be content just to throw one round.
Ja.
Just över. Ja, kör då.
Yes, going for corner guard either side.
Tror ni har den?
Going for the old 3-man sweep here. Margaret Sigurdsson just
Ja, kör då.
chasing this one down.
Det curlar inte just så mycket.
Giving it some extra muscle.
Räcker fart. Ser ni?
Ja, det är bra.
Yeah,
Bra
you've
spel.
seen then things go wrong though. Yeah, I think you're better just leaving the 2 guys at it.
Brakar iväg. Antar jag att den hade...
Sometimes get the skips coming out and tripping up and falling in front of the stone and burning it. I've seen that happen before.
Yeah, it's happened in my team before, I'll tell you that much. My vice player at the time running out the house to sweep an important draw and slipping and kicking the stone all the way back to me at the other end of the ice. So yeah, well, I think we would advise against that one. We'd also advise against losing steals of 5 in the 8th end. That's what Germany did to Italy, and that's the final there. Germany defeating Italy by 14 shots to 2. That'll do wonders for your points scored stat for the week. Yeah, I'm sure you've come running out the house from time to time, Kenny, with your massive 8-ender brush and swept both the sweepers out the way before, have you not?
It has been known. Yeah, but I don't think we'll need any sweepers on this one, because this one won't be hanging around. This will just be a peel on the corner guard.
This one certainly doesn't need swept. Oh, Carmen Kung struggling with the peels today. Got to say, Kenny, I know there's a lot of curl going there, but it did look like a lot of ice given by Miriam.
Yeah, it certainly did. Maybe just that extra little bit of weight, rather than just putting the controlled takeout. That's what you find with a lot of these players. Just get a little bit excited when they see a peel. They think they can see the finish line, maybe up the weight, run a little bit straighter.
55. Känns det som det ska vara 10. 10. Pass på Nina. 8. Nina. Hårt nu så börjar det. Hårt nu. Så långt bak det går. Hårt för linjen. Hårt för linjen. Kör. Lite till. Lite till bara. Hårt. Bra jobb.
So it does get in behind. Again, they'll just go for the corner guard.
Probeer hem te schaart. Kies hem knap
If they
iets.
get the shot stone in behind or
Ik word
the
snel.
guard, won't be too worried.
Ja.
Big extension.
Ja.
Right, Carmen Schaefer on that one.
Oh. What?
Peels the yellow off, rolls away, opens it up.
So actually, a nice chance developing here for Sweden after that miss from Kung. Maybe try and get a couple in behind this corner guard.
Egentligen vilket som, Magan?
Vad tror vi då? Man ganska då.
Bara så de ligger bra med varann, alltså i höjden där.
Liksom. Ja.
65-70.
Yeah, Stina Bertrup struggled in this game. Just not been at her best.
Fin fart! 8, 12, 8. 8, Wennerström. Stopp en plats. 8. 8, 10. Den är längre.
Ja. Ska vi gå hit då?
Den är precis på 10.
It's
Den är
going to
bakom
go
10.
pretty deep.
Lite bakom, okej?
Den är
Ja,
bakåt.
bra. Ja, linje.
Fort.
Yeah, I think they want to drag that as far as they can. I think that's actually a really good shot from Bertrup. Switzerland are going to hit the open one, and any sort of mistake, and then Sweden are coming around that corner guard once again to lie 2 in there.
Nein, es ist viel zu steil. Du musst einfach so liegen bleiben.
Gut.
Und lieber Fuss?
Yeah, so it's still a chance for Sweden.
Nein, es 9.
Just one mistake from Switzerland. Just missing the corner guard peel.
Ja! Ja! Fisch! Fisch!
And this one over curling.
Yeah.
Catching completely the wrong side. And gotta think if Sweden can get round this, they'd look good. There are 2, possibly 3 here in this 9th end.
Vi ska inte ta samma is och spela lösare.
Ja, jag tänkte att vi hade inte fått böjen på din även om det hade varit bra fart.
Okej. Vi ska vara lite kyligare i början också. 75, känns det bra? Ja. Bra fart. Med tid där. Ganska bra linje då. Jag tror det är 4-10. Bara stanna. Jag tror det är 10. 10. Stanna tror jag linje. Jag tror det är 10. Och vända emot. Nästan i alla fall. Inte riktigt.
Ja, dra linje om vi kan.
Stort sett emot. Sitta. Bra Nina.
Bra, bra.
So,
Fint så.
nice draw.
Yeah, Miriam under a little bit of pressure now.
Yeah.
Two good draws by Bertrup.
Gib mir noch ein bisschen mehr, ja.
Jetzt ist gut, Miri.
Carmen Schaefer holding the brush for Miriam Ott there. Just a kind of, maybe a little bit of a tap back required.
Ja, linje av.
Länge gått! Gått länge!
Åh, nå länge, nå länge!
Åh, linje gått. Linje gått. Åh, nu
Really
da.
afford to set up a double.
Nu da.
Linje 4!
Nu
Oh,
da.
looks like he's running a nice line here, Kenny.
Nej.
Yeah, it really does.
Linje 4!
Nej.
To grow some teeth.
Okej.
It's a pretty nice spot.
Yeah, really good shot there.
Heeft u Norway de linie kust? Ja. Och då heter det kommer en kanske gå hårt.
Nej, jag spökar.
Fan, vi ska få ut den utan att riva.
Jag skulle ju liksom vilja komma över på den
A few more yellow stones lying around in the house though than Miriam Ott would have hoped for. Big miss by Carmen Kung, really getting the Swiss in trouble here in this ninth end.
Ska man försöka trycka den?
Det går inte att komma insida, tror du?
Nej. Alltså, chapp tror jag du kan komma. Ja, den känns bara ganska svår. Nej. Jag funderar om man kan trycka den någonstans och landa här och ha något slag sen.
Det känns som så rakt som möjligt.
Man bara kan trycka den lite dit och vicka hit.
Studsar vi alldeles för långt, vi borde ändå få linjen på kalla överträff liksom. Men kommer ju att vicka långt för de har samma frysning liksom, det är väl det som är.
De gick ju inte jättenära gard.
So looking at that,
ska jobba för
Logan
två.
might be able to
Där och
push the red
de-
through
Alltså,
and roll to the face of the yellows, but it would leave a big pocket. Same shot
Ja,
again
du
for
kanske har rätt att man ska försöka spela
Miriam
den.
Ott.
Bara styra i
Maybe just a
lite så
corner
man får
freeze
ner
on
den.
one of the button.
Va?
Det är nästan
Something
ingen
like that,
gard,
call,
det
Logan.
här outhand.
problemet är att de fryser
Well, it's
bort
definitely
båda.
an option, but
Alltså jag tänker att vi nästan kan komma.
probably if you don't get it perfect, then they're just going to spray it out. And the problem is actually moving this one in behind the guard, so
Du måste ju spela liksom en 35-40.
they could potentially come down and try and
Jag ändå att curlen är så
bump
pass.
that red stone. But it's very difficult to get it past that pocket of yellow stones in the 8-foot.
Jag är beredd att hålla med.
Another option would be to play a takeout on the stone in the button and hope that Miriam Ott does something disastrous and sets up a double.
Ja. Känns det väl lite enda chansen vi ska få fler.
Ja, man ser
Jag måste kolla.
Ja, man ser halva på andra sidan.
Det känns jätteavig nerifrån, men
Ja, den är verkligen just över håll.
Jag kan tänka mig att försöka gå för 2 också om vi tycker det. Styra i bara och vicka dit.
alltså det är ju helt okej.
Well, there's no
Ja, vi kör
question
på det.
that it's that red stone at the edge of the 4-foot that needs to be moved.
Vad är det nu? Trycka den bara lite. Ja.
That's the problem stone.
Spela så att vi får ut en så att röd kan ligga fri på något vis. Så ska jag en vick. Så att en gul försvinner. Eller fel.
Ja.
På dryg tid så.
Jag tror vi bör spela.
Gör den.
Maria Pritz doesn't seem entirely happy with the situation.
55-60? Ja.
Let's get pretty tight to the guard here if they want to get it past on the inside. The other option is that they could just hit and roll in front of. Actually, not a terrible shot there. Not ideal. They could have come down onto that red and bumped it into the wide yellow and rolled in front of the shot stone on the button, but it's a fraction thin.
Yeah, anywhere, just move this red stone, and you never. I don't see any chance for a 2. Fairly difficult. So don't expect them to hang around with this. They'll probably just hit and run.
Zeker liggen blijven, hè?
Ja.
Don't really want to sit on the nose with this. Should be sweeping this all the way.
I think it does sit high enough that there is no double. I think Sweden are going to have to settle for scoring 1 here. And actually, 2 really nice shots there by Mary Mock, getting her team out of trouble, especially that first one. Really got her stones in a good position.
Inte så mycket, men nej.
So final stone of the 9th end for Maria Pritz. Is this one going over the top? It is. And it's going to be a steal of 1. I don't really think that shot was there, Logan.
No, I think they would have had to hit it ridiculously thin. It's now a 4-shot game. Switzerland leading Sweden by 7 shots to 3. 9 ends played.
Nu måste vi nästan sätta dem. För det är dragningar som kommer ta en tid.
Ja. Sorry. Just det, det är inte ingenting här.
Nej.
Har ni köpt färdigt sen?
Då är det köpa falsch.
Wat is fout?
Ja, meer dan eigenlijk stolen.
One for us, one red. That's wrong on the screen.
One red.
Ja. Maar trek de falsche stijl.
Yeah, so into the 10th end, Switzerland don't really need to score anymore. They have a 4-shot advantage.
Yeah, and if you have just joined us, you're watching live coverage from the Gruyère European Curling Championships 2013. And we're coming to you live from the SUI-SWE Arena in Stavanger, Norway. For the women's competition, draw 4. Sweden and Switzerland, and Sweden just maybe not at their brilliant best today. Currently trailing Switzerland by 4 shots, and would you say that's the scoreboard reflects the game, Kenny?
I think it probably does. Sweden really not been in this. Just the way they've called the game, the way they've played the game, just not been at the races. Really need to go back to the drawing board after this one. Switzerland controlling things from the get-go, really.
Curla inte så mycket.
Ganska nära nu, va?
Kan vi ha den på samma eller?
Den är längre.
We have seen fours in situations like this before.
Bra. Ja, bra igen.
Only really needs one mistake at the wrong time.
Duktiga.
You see, Sweden only got 4.5 minutes on the clock.
Ja, säkert.
Åh!
Klapp i skott!
Fortsätt! Nej! Nej!
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Carmen Cook's just throwing these out-turn peels a fraction high, and I think Miriam really needs to take stock of that. Just bring the brush in a little bit. Certainly would want to hit them too much thinner than that. That's three in a row they've really only just hit the stone or completely missed it altogether, so I think the skip needs to take note of that.
Ik heb Scarlett allgemein een beetje weniger verletzt.
Bra.
Watch Foss.
I don't think Miriam feeling too confident at going that same line again, so we're going to try a different one. Just these two yellow stones in play here in this 10th end.
Snel!
Yeah, a bit more convincing this time from Carmen Cook.
It's close. Nervös wie eine Morde, die kommt da raus. Jesus Christ.
Bakomplats! Bra fart! Nina! Ska bra linjer. Gärna köra linjer.
Gärna dra så långt det går.
So Sweden already having to start getting stones into the house. Just 4 remaining after this one. So they're going to need a few open misses here.
Ja, und so skart. Gehst mit Knappis.
I think they can afford to go after this one in the house here, Kenny.
Yeah, probably just going to tighten ice up, and if they peel the guard, fine.
Ja.
Just can't afford to miss everything.
Oh.
What?
Nicely done.
Das Handgelenk hat den Pirouette getragen.
So, Stina Bertrup trying to get around the only corner guard that's in play. Sweden needing to score with this and the 3 other counters are going to come. But is Miriam Ott going to get the chance to sweep this one through? I think she is, and I'm sure we will see the handshake, because Switzerland have run Sweden out of stones. So 7-3 after 9 ends here in SUI-SWE Arena, Stavanger, Norway.
Super!
It is another win for Miriam Ott, who would progress to 4 wins, 0 losses, and Sweden would drop to 2 wins and 2 losses.
Thank you again.
So, great performance by Switzerland, a poor performance by Sweden. So, highlights are 4th end. You see Maria Pritz with a chance to pick up 2, trying to draw to the back red, but just throws this one a little high, a little heavy, and it would only be a single point. 6th end. This is Miriam Ott looking for a piece of the forefoot to pick up 2, which she duly done, and would extend our lead to 4-2. So here in the 8th end, Miriam Ott, again a great chance. Just trying to play the nose hit, and it was another 2 for the Swiss side. And in the 10th end, Switzerland running Sweden out of stones. So final score 7-3 here on sheet B.
Thank you, thanks. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. Good luck. Thank you. Thanks. Thanks.
Super.
So elsewhere, Czech Republic 11-1 winners over Latvia, Germany 14-2 winners over Italy, Denmark going down 10-1 to Scotland, and Russia 12-3 winners over Norway. So I think we did pick the best game on the ice to view this morning. And there are the standings. Switzerland and Scotland toppling the table. Sweden, Czech Republic, Denmark and Russia now on 2-2, and the rest of the field there only with 1 win.
Miriam, congratulations on your win today. Tell us a bit about your rivalry with Margareta.
Well, I think it's very big. We meet each other a couple of times during the season, and especially at international level, and it's always a hard fight, but it's always a good fight, and you never know who's going to win. So we know just that we have to play well and to perform well, that we can beat her.
And we're nearly halfway through the round robin. How satisfied are you with your performances this far?
Very satisfied. We had 4 games and 4 wins. I mean, I couldn't be better. So, but we still have some tough teams to play. There's still 5 games, so we keep going on.
Is there anything that you think that you and your team could tighten up on to improve that a little bit more?
Yeah, I think the ice is a little bit tricky, especially the draw weight. So we still have to work with that a little bit better. We saw it as well here in this game. We could give up at 2, so other teams are struggling too, so that's probably the point to work on it.
Okay, thanks again, and good luck for the rest of the round robin.
So that was winning skip Miriam Ott of Switzerland. Convincing performance this morning against Sweden. So, please join us later this afternoon for more coverage of the Gruyère European Curling Championships 2013, coming to you from the Sumark Arena, Stavanger, Norway. But from Logan Gray and myself, Kenny Edwards, that's it, and thanks for listening.